came to this strange world, hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take. But since I came here, felt the joy and the fear, finding myself making every possible mistake.
Hello, welcome back to TSC Talks, the podcast where we talk about tuberous sclerosis complex and other chronic health issues. My name is Jill Woodworth, and I am your host. Today we are on episode 21. My guest is MaryEllen Lacy. She's my daughter. She's 22. She has tuberous sclerosis complex. She's been on the podcast before. So we're circling back to check in with her, how she's doing after moving into a shared living situation last April. I interviewed her caregiver, Claire Dupre, a few podcasts ago to get that aspect of the experience. So MaryEllen's going to tell you about her new program where she is able to go and do some actual work out in the community and get paid. She's really making a lot of progress towards some independent living skills as well as social skills. And I did want to mention this week in the podcast, I'm focusing hopefully on TSC-related behavior, PTSD, fallout from behavioral issues, managing chronic stress. So MaryEllen, not only does she fall in the autism spectrum, but she has dealt with PTSD related to her own behavior, her siblings' behavior, seizures, ongoing medical crises, family drama, all kinds of things. And she's really made a lot of strides. I did notice in particular, and wanted to mention this to the listening population, that having the experience of seeing her here living with me as well as living in a different setting where the same triggers weren't occurring on a daily basis, a lot of the triggers really weren't necessarily existing except in theory. So stepping out of the home environment for her was very important. And I really believe that calming down the PTSD related to the autism, the tuberous sclerosis, has been key in helping MaryEllen progress. So without further ado, I will bring on MaryEllen and hopefully later in the week some more guests along the same lines of this topic. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or concerns, you know where to reach me. Check out the Facebook page, TSC Talks. I'm on Instagram, TSC Talks, and Twitter at Wildflower Right. So thanks again, and take it away, MaryEllen. Hello, I am here with MaryEllen Lacy, who is my daughter. We had some extra time, so we thought we'd catch up on how she's doing with shared living. She moved into a shared living situation in April, and she lives about 45 minutes from our home in Rutland, Massachusetts. So she's in a home with her caregiver, who I interviewed on a few podcasts ago, Claire, and a family, and Claire's family. And she goes to a program called HMEA, which stands for
Horace Mann Educational Associates.
Horace Mann Educational Associates. So we'll talk a little bit about that and see how MaryEllen is doing. So welcome, MaryEllen. Thank you for being on TSC Talks again.
Welcome.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself for anybody that hasn't heard you on here before?
I'm 22. I'm 22. What else?
You're 22. Yep.
I'm 5 feet 2.5 inches.
And how is it going in shared living?
Good.
And MaryEllen has tuberous sclerosis.
It's annoying.
It's annoying. Yeah. So why don't you tell me what your experience of tuberous sclerosis has been so far in your life?
Tumors, brain tumors, kidney tumors, brain and kidney surgery for the tumors, and angiofibromas, and cold sores.
Yeah. So what is the most challenging aspects?
Right. Well, the brain surgery was the most challenging, but now it's the stupid angiofibromas, which I want removed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about shared living. What is it? So tell me about where you live.
Should I give the address?
You don't need to give the address.
Millbury, Massachusetts, 01527.
And who lives in the house with you?
Claire Ann Dupre, Scott Joseph Dupre, Gary Mitchell Dupre. I don't know Kathleen's middle name, but Kathleen McShane.
That's her
Kitty
mother.
Dupre.
The cat.
Yes.
Okay, so now you've lived there for 6 months, and tell me about the best parts of it. What do you like the best?
Kind of like I love you, Mom, but independence and
okay.
learning independent living skills, and I also love my cat.
You like Claire's cat? Your
Yeah,
cat?
she's a crazy freak.
So tell me about the independent living skills that you're learning.
I learned to order my own meds, go to the pharmacy for my own meds, make my own doctor's appointments.
Excellent. And what about your banking?
I do it Claire has an overview of it because I'm still learning, but I can do a lot of it myself.
So you're starting to do some more things for yourself.
Yeah, I cash my own checks or deposit them.
That's excellent.
And, my job at FBH, I do direct deposit, so I don't have to worry about that.
So you don't have to take it to the bank.
Nope.
Excellent. So what has been the most difficult about shared living?
Being away from Mom is one of them.
Oh, that's all right. We don't have. If you can't think of any, that's pretty good, right?
Right. If I think of any, I'll let you know. But
Okay.
there may be a few, but
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about.
except for having to do the bathrooms.
Oh, you have chores you have to do.
A few.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yep.
Tell me about your program. So MaryEllen goes to a program where she has the ability to get a job and be on the job with support staff as well as her peers. And so tell me about your week. So you have a job how many days a week?
So far one, but I'm just starting.
She has a job 1 day a week, and you drive. Where do you go?
FBH in Oxford, Family Behavioral Health.
And you do what there?
Janitorial.
Do all the janitorial stuff.
Yep.
And then what about the Meals on Wheels?
That's when I get put on that whenever kids call out sick or whatever, and there's an open spot.
And what do you do with Meals on Wheels?
Deliver meals to elders in the apartments in Worcester.
Okay.
We usually do the 3 buildings.
And you get paid for that?
Not minimum, but it's a little bit.
Just like a little bit?
Yeah.
So it's almost volunteer.
Yeah.
And what else have you done while you've been in this new program at HMEA?
Filing.
Clerical. So you do that half a day a week, or?
Depends on sometimes it doesn't even happen 1 day a week, but when I'm lucky it happens.
But they're working on teaching you some office
Yeah, exactly.
skills. That's one of your goals. Right. All right. Tell me about what else you're learning there.
The workplace ABCs.
Sure. What are the workplace ABCs, and where did you learn that?
I learned the workplace ABCs at HMEA, and they're the types of ABCs that you learn about the workplace and how to function in the workplace.
Can you share those?
I'll just run through the list because I remember the whole thing now. A is for admit errors and move on. B is for basic work etiquette. C is for communication tips. D is for dependable and trustworthy. E is for exercise equals energy. F is for follow through. G is for good grooming. H is for help others. I is for initiate positive action. J is for just relax. K is for keep busy on the job. L is for listening tips. M is for meet deadlines. N is for nonverbal communication. O is for on time is the right time. P is for positive attitude. Q is for quickly go the extra mile. R is for responsive behavior. S is for set priorities. T is for teamwork. U is for upgrade your skills. V is for VIP. W is for work hard. Y is for your smile counts. And Z is for zip your lip.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So that's something that you learned to help you understand
the workplace better.
The workplace, right.
They teach a lot of clients that, but I'm the one who remembers the most.
I'm not surprised. You have a really good memory.
Thanks, sweets.
Tell me about, do you have some friends there? Is there any kind of social piece to your day?
Yes, lunch mostly.
At lunch? Yep. But you've made some friends. Do they have any, get-togethers?
You mean
social stuff?
Yeah, they do some.
They do?
Well, they've only done a few, but the last one I think was in...
The picnic?
Yeah.
They had a picnic. Didn't they have, a party that you went to?
That was for FBH, the dinner party.
Oh, okay. But there's an opportunity for some social engagement.
Yep.
Right. Okay, so that's good. And
sometimes I don't want to go because, I'm just wiped out.
Yeah, I know. I think everybody that has to work feels that way.
Like, do you know how when you're a kid, like, on the weekends you want to do stuff, but when you become our age, you're like a conversation would be like, what'd you do this weekend? I did nothing. You're like, lucky. Versus when you're a kid, you're like, what'd you do this weekend? What did you do this weekend? They're like, I hung out with my friends and we did a lot of things, lucky. That's being a kid. And when you grow up and you're like, what'd you do this weekend? I did nothing, lucky.
I know.
I
definitely understand
it's
that.
like when you grow up, you get not lazier, but like during your leisure time, you get kind of lazier than you do when you're a kid.
Well, yeah, you appreciate it a little more.
Exactly.
So I think that's... Oh, I was going to ask you about transportation. How has that been?
No, good but annoying.
Yeah. So you get transported to your program.
Yep. Transit. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's a 40-minute ride.
Okay.
It's annoying, but in the morning I'm able to cope with it more, but in the afternoon I just want to go home.
Yeah. So that's been a little frustrating.
In the afternoon, it's been more than the morning. Like, it's been the same length morning and afternoon, but in the morning I can deal with it, but in the afternoon,
Yeah. So as far as the interactions with the staff at the program and your peers, you feel like it's a better placement than the one you had before?
Way better.
Yeah.
Not perfect, it has its kinks, but way better.
Way better. You feel like they have your goals in mind.
Yeah, and they have your back more.
They have your back.
Rather than backstabbers.
Yeah, I think that in the other setting where MaryEllen was, there wasn't as much of a focus on trying to get employment as well as skills to prepare you for employment. So there was a lot of time that needed to be filled and not enough activities that would be advantageous to the population. So we found a new placement, and it seems like it's going better.
Oh, and I'm getting, during the free time at the program, I've gotten so good at the 300-piece puzzles.
Oh, so there you go. There's a that's part of your program. You have a free time.
It's not ever during a little bit if we get lucky.
Uh-huh.
But the 300-piece puzzle is average for me now. The 100-piece puzzle is too easy.
Wow, that's excellent.
Thanks.
All right, so I think that's about it. Do you have anything else you'd like to share as far as your life right now and what you think people might want to know who are going into shared living or going to a program or trying to become independent when they've had challenges?
I don't know, but if I think of any, I'll let you know.
All right. Thanks, MaryEllen. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I could learn a bit about how to give and take.